Oi, oi, how you doing? Today is Monday, the 28th of December, 2020. This is episode number 41 of me trading the UK horse races, just like they would be financial markets. Had a short break, obviously, over the Christmas period. If you saw episode 40 as well, there was some, looking back on that, some diabolical trading. So it's good just to have a few days off, just reassess where I might have been going wrong. I'll discuss that a bit later in the video. But yeah, back at it now. Had a few days where I hadn't recorded, just in line with just getting back on track. But yeah, the idea is to trade most days here on Twitch. So it's Mr. Exchange Trader, and then upload to YouTube on the same day. So let's have a look at, let's jump into it. Let's see what's going on after a few days without recording. I have to get used to speaking out loud again whilst I'm looking at stuff. But we've got a bit close to the mic there. Got a favourite here at twos, which is in come in, pull back, going into its highs here, finding resistance near enough its previous lows. The second favourite here is on a bit of a drift, finding resistance as well. And this third favourite's a bit flat. So let's see what we can structure. We've got 19 minutes to the off, 70 grand matched, nice tight book. So let's see what's going on. Let me just make sure I'm streaming properly here. Yeah, cool. So overall on this, what am I thinking here? So this overall has been quite bearish. So although it's attacking its highs now, I mean, a break of these highs might be of interest. I'm guessing that's around the 2.16 level. But also these previous lows would be of interest as well, which I believe is around twos. So a break lower would continue with that bearishness. So if we see it attack those lows again, this here, especially if this starts to move down and find resistance off of these highs here, then this could correlate with this moving lower. Oh, hang on, this has just broken its support by looks of it. 9.4. Okay. This does look like it's creeping higher. Just going to attempt to take a position on this one. And definitely one of the mistakes that I was doing previously was just position sizes way too big. After getting, good few days of consistency, I can't remember how many it was, about 8 or 9 days of consistency, decided to scale up and use bigger stakes. And in doing so, I changed the recipe for what was working. And obviously, if you change a recipe, you're going to get a different result. So really, that's what these videos help me with, is just to see how I was trading, what I was thinking at a specific time, and adapt that, or not adapt, sorry, concentrate and speak at the same time. See what was working and revert to that. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue trying to do that now. Basically go back to what was working, smaller position sizes, although still scaled up. It's still smaller stakes. I'm still using £5 stakes rather than £2 now, but to continue with that, what I was working for initially was consistency. So it makes sense that if I've got a strategy that's been working, then the results that I should see should be, if it's £2 I was working with, 2.5 times higher in terms of the return. So yeah, those are just some things I've been thinking about over the last few days and putting into action. But yeah, let me concentrate now. I have to get used to talking and doing this at the same time again. Right. So yeah, a bit more defense. Lower stakes. Yeah, it's broken hard, so I missed that. This here had broken its previous resistance, which is why I was long on this. This was moving in as well, which could help this move higher. Let's split this. So 15 minutes to off. Be cautious as this approach twos. I'm not going to panic just yet, but this is coming into its support at twos. Certainly if it breaks twos, that won't be great, but not to worry yet. So still, at least for now, decent enough reason to hold out on this, as twos is holding as support, which gives some indication that we could see some pullback to its previous highs. This is completely reversed, so that's worrying for this position, but you know, it's going into these previous highs. It could find some resistance. Obviously some others might start to pull in as well, but it's not looking too great overall because these are all quite bullish. But let's just keep an eye on this one here, just looking at other positions here as well, just to see what else might materialize. Okay, that's not good. Just going to dump this. Okay. So, not a great start, but just need to get back in the swing of things. Nice and small to start with. So 4.7 was okay. So I'm looking to try and capitalize on this bullishness that we're seeing on this. So it's breaking its resistance. This is coming in pretty hard. Broken twos. Might be a bit late on that one, but this has just recently broken some of its resistance. Some bullish intent in it, so I'm trying to jump on the back of that. Still got 11 minutes left here. Okay. So being able to get fill on that, reduce that loss slightly. Now 75p readied up. But yeah, no reason to panic just yet. So just looking, have I got enough time here? 11 minutes off to the off. Twos is holding up pretty well here. Everything else is still on a slight drift. Let's just try and get a reading off of this. 4.8. just looking for, trying to get on the back of this one, but a good price. Just looking for sharp moves down in that as well, which would help, you know, the rest of these drift. So it's basically saying that support's going to break, so I could be just short on that as well. But I feel that some of these might be a bit more gentler in terms of how they move, making it a bit more easier to manage. Okay, it's going in hard. Okay, let's see if I can. Oh, just seeing that move past twos there. Still trying to get a fill. And you can see if you compare this to my other video episode, whatever it was, 40. Wow, it's just cringe to look at now. But it's just way too many. The positions were way too big. I mean, I was experimenting with a few things, but you know, clearly wasn't pulling that off. So 9 minutes here, got a fill on this. Seeing this move push higher, currently at resistance, potentially pulling back. But let's see if I can, you know, get some profit off of this, or improve the profit off of this, and therefore reduce the overall loss. I think that's heavy enough for this. So I'm going to take that one out there. Seeing this start to creep a bit higher. So just playing a bit more defense. Got a bit more profit. What if this gets filled? Got a bit more profit off of it. If it gets filled is the operative word. If. This is pushing up harder, so you know, might see some of this evaporate. Eight minutes to go. Drifting hard, that's not going to help this. Oh, let's just play a bit more safe, shall we? That is going on an astronomical drift. There's a good likelihood it's going to pull back, which is why, for now at least, I'm keeping this position here. Just see if I can get out on this at break even, but of course it's still an overall loss. Is it worth, what was that high? Fives. Okay, I'm going to shift that up a notch. Just looking at where the previous resistance was, it's not unreasonable to look for a take profit at this level. Just because fives was its resistance, I'm putting it at 4.9, which is, it's attacking these highs again. So it might, you know, come back to bite me in the arse, but it's not unreasonable in terms of where it's within the realms of probability that this could get matched, which is why I've adjusted it slightly to go a bit higher. But you know, just need to be willing to take the loss. And try and be patient as well, obviously, because this one's been very hard to read. You can just see how it's flip-flop between its, you know, pushing higher then lower. So that's been very, very hard to read. Nonetheless, still holding out on this. So this 4.3 now is acting as this support. So this level here, you see where it's just traded. You can see it in the price here. And these highs, its highs are about 4.7 now. That's where that resistance level is.
This event will start in 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Okay, let me just pay attention to what's going on here. So I did move that down because I was seeing this resistance at 4.7. It has now moved past it. It would have probably got filled on it, but I was just less confident that these highs would be the resistance. There was a good probability 4.7 would have been hit. Saw, you know, the price was, there wasn't a lot of money on there, so it made sense just to pull it down, take a small loss. So overall, it's a bigger loss, but happy with the way that's traded. In that I'm staying now, you know, back to appropriate money management. So lost to start the day. Let's move on. Next one. So, this one's going to be a bit close to the wire now. 8 minutes. I might pass on that one. One other thing I noticed from the other day as well was the charts. There was something wrong with the charts on my last trading day that I recorded, and there was just glitches with the price action, which made the charts really hard to read. So I was entering, you know, with one of my fundamental tools that I used not being in place. So that's certainly something just to bear in mind when you see, I mean, like this one here where it's coming from 25s to, you know, 7s. Although there is the advanced chart, it doesn't give all the information I normally use. And there was a glitch on the day as well where it was just every chart was like that. Shouldn't have traded, but lesson learned. So let's move on to the next one here that I feel is tradable. So we have got 22 minutes see off, 40 gram matched, 102 spot, 5% book, good conditions, very sideways movement, high odds as well as what I noticed. These are 7s, so it means all of these are probably going to be around about the same price. There's no clear favorite. A lot of consolidation on this one, although it has just broken out, you know, recently broken out of these highs here. Second favorite here coming into support at what's that, 7.2. So these lows here. So breaks lower than that could be interesting, especially if that bullishness continues. This also has been consolidating, as is this. So these three have all been kind of consolidating, have the potential to break their lows, I guess. So that's of interest to potentially short. We're not going to jump on anything just yet. Just having a quick look off screen. Okay. Gaps. That's not good. When there's gaps like this, you see the gaps between 9.4. The next tick, which should be nice, is filled now, but ideally you don't want to see, you know, too many gaps near the touch. So yeah, you can see that reflected in how the you know, there's a lot more vig in the book. Okay, so this is, didn't even notice that. It's come back down to support. So it's attacking these lows again. If it finds support on that again, what is that? 6.6. So currently I'm favouring a short on this one. If I see this one bounce, that's the plan anyway. So seeing that break sevens might be of interest. Mm. 'Fact, I think it has broken. It broke it there. Okay. $19 to the off. Yeah, just trying to bring some of that consistency back. I was doing at lower odds. Right, okay. See if I can get a fill on this. Try not to overexpose myself. So, looking at this breaking lower now. Okay, got a fill. See if I can just get a tick out of that. I feel it could move for more, but if this one gets filled, then that will help me take advantage of a potential bigger move, and also a bit more wiggle room on where I can, the levels I can take profits at. So this, you can see, this is just moving away from that support, which is helpful for this. This did break at sevens, you can see here, broke lower. So these are kind of working inversely to each other, where this is, you know, potentially moving up. This is moving lower. It's like that seesaw action that I like to see. But yeah, just wait and see on this one. See if this one gets filled and persists with this bearishness. How long we got? 17 minutes 20 seconds. So enough time to work with. Yeah, it really is different describing what you're doing whilst training, because the last couple of days, Sunday and Saturday, obviously things have been disturbed with Christmas and, you know, Christmas time. So I done a couple of days just to get back in the flow of things after the break. And it's just different when you're not describing everything that you're doing, but it's important just for record keeping, really. So it's just one of those discipline things that need to really just be part of my routine at the moment. It's a bit sticky on this, so 16 minutes to go. Still happy to maintain with the position. This isn't, you know, nothing's told me this is wrong as of yet. You know, quite, I mean, basically at the front of the queue, 18 quid. Not as much money on there. Just waiting for a fill. $46,000 as well, so a decent amount matched. So getting partially filled on this second position here. So, oh, hang on, Shizer. No, did not want to do that because I only got partially filled. Well, I'm right at the front of this. The reason I don't want to, I'll leave it there. Okay, it did get filled. But the reason that was not great is because I had £10 lay here. So if that hadn't got filled, it would give me a net position, which wouldn't have been great. It would have been like £7 short, but then £10. So I would have had a net long position, which is not what I want. Which is why it can be best just to wait for both positions to be filled before making further decisions. So I'm still holding this now to see if this can move down another tick. Starbuck 1962. Hi mate, thanks for following. Appreciate it. So yeah, I saw you follow the other day. Appreciate that, mate. Thanks for watching. Just waiting on this one. $14 to the off. Still a very sticky market. This is still at the top of its range, albeit a very not a very wide range, but there's it's that support's still holding, which with this bearishness here. Oh, hang on, it's just moved up a tick, isn't it? Let's just put that up one. So I've just split this so that I take some off here, reduce the risk should this reverse on me. But yeah, I'm still overall bearish on this, really. And also, I've got to say thank you to the recent YouTube subscribers. Appreciate that as well. I had a few more followers over the past few days. I haven't been putting out many videos, or any videos over the last few days, but appreciate the follows, subscribes. Okay, so that got filled. 12 minutes, 13 minutes to the off. Still a way to go, but let's see if anything else comes to light in this one. Well, this one looks like it's just broken its support of 9.8. That gap in that market isn't too appealing to me now. Let's see. Let's have a little think on this. Now, obviously, I'm jeopardizing my profit by potentially looking for new positions here, simply because there's more risk with the time going down. But got to weigh that up. No risk, no reward. But keep things in check. So I'm looking to take another position on this, just because this bearishness has become a bit more apparent. Also on this one, these two look like they're correlated in recent price moves of second and fourth. These could in fact be just quite stacked, so decent for making markets on. But let's see how quickly this money gets taken up here. I feel there could be another tick in this, perhaps. Let's put one above it as well, just as to get Q position. $10 30 to the off. Is that starting to break? Seeing this just out of the corner of my eye, I think that's moved higher. Yeah, it's broken higher. So I'm just going with a slightly more aggressive potential entry, which I've gotten. So let's see where I can potentially go for a profit target. This is shifting now, so let me put this in here. Do feel it could move. There's more legs on this to move lower, but I'll be happy with this if it gets filled. Bellissimo. So, okay, I'm going to spread that. So, yeah, I do feel this could move down. Obviously, trading that break is viable, going long on that. But, you know, this bearishness and this bullishness seem to be playing off of each other. Opportunities on this one as well. But I'm just gonna see what the next one is. Try and stick to the plan of trading within my my comfort zone, if you like, at the moment. Where has worked previously for me. Don't want to flip the script too much just yet. So 23 minutes to off on this one. Got the favorite, or first and second favorites, very close together. 4s and 5s. 23 minutes, 24 grand match. It's okay. Tight book. Favorite here coming into its support at 4.5, I believe. Yep. Oh no, just above 4.5. 4.6. These lows here. Well, really, let's have a look. Yeah, I'm going to call that 4.5. So it's this historical 4 point support here. Is so a break of that would be of interest to short. Third favorite here has just caught my eye. That's been steaming in, very, very bearish. Potential shorts on that. So because of the bearishness of this, I'll be what might make more what might make more sense is to look for a bounce of the support off of this. So a bounce moves higher on this, correlating with a move lower on this past 5.5. It looks like it's quite a way off, isn't it? Yeesh. But yeah, some continued bearishness on this, coinciding with some bullishness on this one. It's just an idea. This one here as well, I mean, it's breaking, you know, although this structure here is quite bullish, this recent move here is quite bearish. It's broken that low there. I'm guessing it's 5.2. So shorting that might be viable. Just spitballing on ideas. This here support is quite sustained here at 7.5, so break low of that might be of interest. Or, well, there's no 7.5, so that's 7 point what? I guess 7.4. 7 point, yeah, 7.4. So break is 7.4 to short that. Oh, míos Dios. Hang on, let's have a look. Right, that might be moving lower. So I'm looking to potentially short this. See if I can get a position in it. Okay. So I've got £15 net position on this. It's quite a deep pullback, isn't it? Still bearish on this, but just trying to steal ticks at the moment. Feel it could come back into that support, but it's partially pierced through its support, pulling back now. There's a good chance it could at least coincide with those lows again, but yeah, not too sure about busting to make much lower lows, but could do. But yeah, what else is everything else doing? Bearish. Yeah, can't be bearish on everything. If something's coming in, something else needs to be moving out. So just going to revise a profit target on this. Yeah. Must admit, this looks like the better short at the moment. So it was 5.5. Slightly risky what I'm doing here, taking multiple positions in different selections, but hey, got to take responsibility. If it goes tits up, know what I'm doing, know the risk. So I'm just netting this one out, just because I feel there's better scope for a move on this one, at least for now. Of course, could be wrong on that, but we'll see. We shall see. So carrying 11p loss on this and short on this now. It's pulling back slightly. Where was it? 5.3 was its low. Okay. I'm willing to hold tight on this for now. See if it just comes back into these lows. It's good, good potential for it to do that, but it is starting to roll over now. So just aware of that. And of course, this is starting to show some, more bearish signs, which say la vie. The market will do what it's going to do. This is coming in quite strong now. Not sure how that's going to affect this. This has been quite static as of late. How long we got? 16 minutes. What are those highs? 5.8. So breaking a 5.8 wouldn't be great. Which it's still hitting that as resistance, but it is edging higher. you seeing? Seeing bullishness on that, which is good. Breaking its resistance. This here is 5.8 is holding up, and yeah, I think I'll hold out on this one because there's some bullishness and some support on all these other ones, and this is failing to break 5.8 for now, which gives some reason that it could come back to attack its lows again. This is piercing it. So yeah, that's the rationale behind holding out for now. Yeah, it's always good to have a reason for staying in a position that's based on, you know, what you can see rather than what you can, you know, what you think's going to happen. Just think. I mean, it's part of it is, you know, having an inclination as to what could happen, but it's structuring that thought just around what's in the price action, not, oh, I think this is going to happen, with no reason. Okay, so that's breaking 5.8 partially. It's a bit more reason to panic or be a bit more defensive. How long we got? 13 minutes 54 seconds. Let's just move these up a bit. So it's partially breaking its previous high. So the lows are getting higher, as are the highs. But in doing that, there's typically going to be like a reversion to the mean. The price has a tendency to kind of, even in an upward tendency, it will break and pull back to the mean, to the average. So for that reason, I'm just moving up those profit targets or break evens, whatever they turn out to be. That has been rather static around there, hasn't it? 12 minutes. It's breaking higher. It's a bit hard to see on this, but the highs have been, I mean, the lows have been gradually getting, we might be able to move. It's tricky to see in terms of, but if you look, if I could zoom in on this chart and get that full history, the lows have been getting partially higher, but it's just been kind of going into a flat resistance at the top, which has eked a little bit higher. So yeah, I'm still maintaining with that, you know, concept of a potential reversion to the mean. This has broken its high, which has helped. Got filled on part of that position, so some of that's been okay. So in full, it's been exited. So obviously had the loss on this to start with, but you know, came out with some green overall. Most importantly, wasn't a loss. So yeah, happy with that. I mean, it took a long time to come to fruition, but you know, didn't really panic around the price going against me adversely, and most importantly, kept that position size sensible. So the next one, 1 o'clock. 20 grand. Not great amount matched. 15 minutes and a half to go. To quite a bit of vig in this book, but hey, Favourite here is at 2s. Second favourites at 6s. So favourite has it's drifted, it's steamed in, coming into its lows and support. So breaks lower, that might be interested. This book feels very thin, although, oh bloody hell, how way out of whack that amount of money there is compared to the rest of the book. 1700. It's not on the touch, so it'd be interesting to see how that moves, you know, when it comes into the touch, if it comes into the touch, or whether they move it up to see whether, you know, actually want to get it matched. But in any case, this has come in and it's found support here, and in fact, what's okay, so that could be a bit of a roadblock if that is you know, genuine, as the price comes back into that, which could see prices here at least, you know, move higher or stabilize, just move within their range. Let me, just going to try this. Just trying to take a position here based on, ideally really I should have looked to get this one match first, because this is at resistance. But I'm trying to just trade off the fact that this is quite a sideways price, very static, it's at the top of its range, and see if I can get filled, you know, be ideal on both around the same time. But I feel that, you know, this could stay at resistance, so I'm just trying to play off of that. 13 minutes to go, and again, not really trying to go in with too big positions as well, keeping it nice and small. So yeah, this is basically just market making, just stealing a tick, or tempting to steal a tick. You can see it's not a massively liquid market, just very, very static. I mean, I'm £2 off of getting matched here, estimated 17 on this. 12 minutes to go, 20 grand matched. Not much going on. But let's see how this one works out. Should this get filled, I wouldn't hesitate to pull this down to scratch the trade if necessary, so get out of break even. But there's decent position at least on both of these, so I've got filled on the lay here. Just need to see if I can get filled on the back side here to net this out. There's a bit of a waiting game still. £17 needs to be matched. That's on the touch now, so that looks serious because they haven't moved it, and I'd anticipate that will take a while to get through, or it will help, as you've seen here, the money jump in front of it, push it up. So probably going to stagnate for a while, which is why I think it was warranted to attempt to do this here, because I don't expect the price to really move much on the other ones until that one shifts. 11 minutes to go, still £17 to go in this queue before I'm matched. So yeah, again, just thinking about the logic here. Sorry, something's just caught my attention off screen. Sorry for this. All right, back to it. So okay, that one's got filled. Okay, so 10 minutes to go. Money's picking. I mean, it's still really thin, really. 23 grand match, 10 minutes to go. I wouldn't want to participate much more in this market, to be honest. I mean, made a tick out of it, but it's a bit hard to read, and there's not much money coming through. I say that. Hang on. Just seeing a bit more movement now. What's it getting matched at? Yeah, gonna have plenty of time. There's some odd spacing between the races today. I think there's some cancellations in some of the races, which is why some are like 5 minutes apart, some are 15. This is picking up though. Just had a quick reorder there. Definitely a bit more tradable. Ooh, late on this one now. It was right on the direction. Well, didn't make that as a directional trade really. It was more of
This event has been suspended.
Scalp. So these two are the same in terms of correlation. Down, consolidate, down, consolidate. These two are inversely correlated. This one's shifting out, this one's shifting in. So buying that or selling this would be the plays I'm looking at. 8 minutes to go though. Oh, look at that book. Gaps. Fuck that. Gonna move on. So next one here. Oh, this is lovely. 167 gram matched. You could just see the quality. Just because it's more red, it's more dense. You can see there's been more, more match. There's more volume going through on this. So this is coming in, this is going out. These look like they're inversely correlated. So as this comes in, this drifts out. Or these two are even more strongly inversely correlated. This is drifted, this is steamed. So going long on that, going short on that would be two obvious options. Let's see if I can get a heartbeat for what's going on. 22 minutes to off. Very tight book, 101.5%. Okay. See what we can see. I think my Twitch is playing up, so apologies for that. But if you're on Twitch, this is uploaded to YouTube afterwards. Link is in the description, and if you're watching this on YouTube, it's just Mr. Exchange Trader on Twitch. You can find me there most days. Oh, it's almost too much opportunity here. Let me just dial in on something. So 2.96 is this level here to 2994 is the support, breaking that. Come on, mate, concentrate. At the same time, don't lose money doing it. So this here is 3.4, 3.5. I guess that is that high. Yes. Okay. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot. I hesitate to go long on this because of this here. This could be a bit of a robot block to getting matched, or it breaking much higher. I'll stick on this one. One I've got here is of interest. Just try and add to that slightly should the price move back. just because I had a decent Q position. But there's a lot going on to potentially get on the back of. This is breaking. Oh my god. Kid in a candy shop. Nines. See if we can get that position in there. Haven't got matched on anything though, not yet. And I've got multiple positions out, so I have to be careful with that, because you know, if everything gets matched at the same time, could be very, very tricky to manage. This one's hitting support. Okay. So potentially 3 positions taking on. Don't fancy this one as much. Just cancel that. This one is bearish overall, but hitting support, which is why I've put the back in first. So I anticipate it could just find support for the foreseeable. But I want to have a kind of bearish bias to that. Bearish bias, say that 10 times. So I feel that this could be just encountering support and will just stay there for a while. But if it were to break, I feel the likelihood is to the downside, which is why I've put in this back here first, and then should that get matched, put in a lay afterwards. So that's got matched. Okay. So, okay, came out all right. Just gonna green that up now, because should this retrace, then I'll be giving away a bit on each tick with the green. Yeah, that wasn't the obvious choice. If you look at the the trends on everything else, this is the most you know, flat, boring of them. But you know, profit is a profit. Like, you could see that was consolidating, and that was a play to make, although it's not the obvious one. If you're looking for something that's trending, this one, or this one are the options. That's the way she goes sometimes, though. It's not always the most obvious thing. So still got this position in. This has been flattening out. Overall still bearish on that. My positions have nowhere near being met. But let's see what else we can do. Still got a heap of time before the off. This has also been consolidating. I'm going to take these out. So this move here has been bullish, and this interaction here is high. It's just this is a massive roadblock for it. See how fast is that money getting taken. I am tempted just to go in on the back, yeah, in a market. You see, this isn't shifting. So the plan is here. Wow, £6,000 coming in there. Bit of an odd play there, but basically what I'm trying to do there is anticipate that this resistance will hold because of this roadblock, but move down a tick. So that could come to bite me in the arse if all that money gets taken and it goes through that resistance. But You know, let's see how this plays out. And of course, jeopardizing my existing profit as well. But you know, again, no risk, no reward. Oh, big chunk of money coming in there now. I've got decent Q position. Money's really starting to come in. 15 minutes to the off as well. This is quite early. You can tell the quality of this race just because the amount of money that's you know, coming in. But even though there's a big chunk of money here, I'm okay with my position potentially to get matched, and there's some money coming on this, so it means that these two are gonna, you know, it's gonna stay equal for or at where it is for a reasonable amount of time, allow me to get out. Yeah, profit's nothing to write home about, but still it helps. There we go. So yeah, that play was basically based on it anticipating, again, same as this one actually, that the price is going to consolidate, seeing there's a big chunk of money, and just trying to take out a tick before the tick before that. So I wasn't really anticipating a break. All I was anticipating is that this consolidation would continue, same as this one, although this is now breaking. 13 minutes 30 till the off. Is there still potential on this? When's the next race? 15 minutes. Hmm. 12.5. Just considering other options to potentially take a new position, but you know, wary of the time ticking down as well. This could now be punching lower. 325. 325 is here. This is punched lower now. So, what was that? 292. So looking to get short on this, might be a bit late. But this looks like it, yeah, it's moving lower, but I was just too late on that really. Which means something else is likely to start to drift. Could be this as a candidate, especially, you know, there's more money coming through, makes it more likely that this big old bloody roadblock here might be taken out. If that does move, then could see it significantly punch higher above that 3.5 level, and this move, you know, radically down. I mean, it's acting as a bit of a roadblock at the moment. What we got? 2.82 as support. 10 minutes 50 seconds till the off. This one's still catching my eye. Jeez. Again, multiple positions here. I'm looking at several things. This is just come back to consolidate. I'm still bearish on it overall, but it's still just been consolidating around these levels. Okay, I've got a match on that. Let me cancel that one. Concentrate on this. Okay, that's a decent sized position in this. So where do I want to focus my exits? 9 minutes 40 to go. Do I want to be a bit more greedy on one of these exits? Probably, because again, as this inches higher, it's just that motherfucker there. Just if that goes, I can see this breaking much lower. But hey, got to play what's there, and also pay attention to the profits I've already made on the other ones. So need to consider that. Don't want to jeopardize this too much. Too much greed is not good. Play slightly more defensive. To be honest, there's more I feel to get out of this one to the short side, but I'm just bearing in mind, you know, time ticking down, 8 minutes, got some green. You know, although each of those on, you know, in each of those trades on individually, there was probably more that I could have gotten out of them, like back in lane more times on that. But on aggregate, you know, it's a decent result percentage-wise overall. So there's definitely more I could have got out of that. But content with what I've done and happy with the way I've traded that. So green up and on to the next one. So the next one here is 22 minutes to the off. So just having a quick peek off screen. Let's have a look here. So yeah, I mean, off to a bad start, down £1, but so far 42. So £1 loss, 42p profit, 9p profit, and that 60p profit puts me back in the black. So just over break even. Well, there might be some that I haven't counted. They're still waiting to settle. Let's have a look. Yeah. There are. Yeah, it's about 75p. So it's maybe about 25p profit on the day. So let's have a look. Favorite here. Freeze. Decent amount matched in this as well. Match volume 112 grand, 21 minutes off. Type book. Favorite threes come in, being flat, hitting its you know, consolidating a bit, but you know, punching for new lows, hitting its lows here around 305. So break of that lower, break of this level lower would be interesting to short. Also this here's at resistance, so a break of this higher would be of interest. So this high here is 3.95. So break higher of that. Those are two things. This is at support, this is at resistance. So these are pretty much inverse of each other. This here as well is at resistance, similar to this one. In fact, yeah, very similar. And I guess of the two, this one and this one are most similar. First and third. But yeah, breaks of support would be preferable, just to prices bouncing at this point. So breaks are 3.95 or a break of 3.05 on this one. Let me think on this one. So 20 minutes to go. 3.95. What can I do on this one? Yeah, okay. So this is a bit... I'm not aggressively looking for the break here, but I'm just looking at the time till the off, that is, and what typically happens in that lead up. So typically what is he going to do is just consolidate, at least until 15 minutes or so out. So at this point I'm not looking for the break, but I'm looking to steal a tick if possible, which is why I put this order in here, anticipating this is going to consolidate for a while. But we'll just have to see how this gets taken up, because there's money flowing through this, which makes me think there is a good chance of this getting matched. But have to see if that theory plays out. Could do the same on the same bloody hell, can't even speak. Could do the same on this side as well, because it's exactly the same play. It's just waiting for this resistance to potentially break, but at least consolidate at resistance for a period of time. So slightly experimentary, but low stakes, which was my mistakes previously. Going in way, it was embarrassing looking back at some of the trading I done, in the latter part of, prior to this, the last few episodes. It's just position sizes were way too big. It's playing a computer game, just clicking, but hey, let's move on. So I've got matched on that. So see if I can take another tick, take a tick. So looking to get filled on this side as well. It's moved off, so that hasn't favoured me. Oof. Okay, now what do I do? I've got matched. Oh, how's that going to work out? Oh God. Ugh. So I've got partial fills. You can see I've got some of the money matched there. I'm just not quick enough with the math to figure out what I need to do. But it should be okay. I'm in profit at the moment. Adding to this position here. What would I need to do? I'd need to pull that down to net it out. So, okay, yeah, got it. Yes, it's a bit of a tricky situation. So, not a bad one, because it's managing profit. But let's see if that gets filled. Okay. So I'm net long. I will hold this position. So I've got filled on that. So £3.65 net. So let me put that. Where do I want to put that? Just put it in there. Ready to put it up to there. Yeah, okay, got it. 15 minutes. So there might be a bit more volatility coming in now. So I need to be just a bit more wary of that. So rather than it continue to consolidate now, I feel there could be a greater likelihood of a breakout or a retrace, a deeper retrace. I've got these weird positions in now where they're partially filled. Okay, so that would mean 5 overall. As you can see, I'm not that super quick with the math. So that would increase that position size, giving me net 5. Okay, so let's not see this disappear, mate. I can't do a 165 net, can I? Oh, that is nasty. All right. Obviously, if I had time to figure out, so the minimum stake here is £2 that I can put in to Betfair. I really wanted to just net, like, yeah. It can get tricky when you're using smaller stakes to do partial exits, but hey, we'll see how this one comes out. So I'm giving a bit of this profit back because I wasn't quick enough with the maths to figure out what my net position should be. I don't want to get too caught up in this, just trying to, you know, nanny this position here when there's other opportunities going on, just for the sake of a few ticks, a few pence. So hopefully get this one out. Still got a net one. What is going on, mate? What? Let me just net that off. Yeah, it was a profit, but yeah, there could have been more. It's just can't dwell on that now. So this one here, just looking at this coming into its support, that is I don't know what number that is. That's 365. So what? 370, I guess. So 370 is the support, this level here, which is this here. So break lower than that, or the high here is 3.85. Break higher on that might be of interest to be long. Let's just have a reorder just in case. This has been consolidating. Is there money going through? No, not really. This is a slight drift. 11 minutes 45 to the off. Okay. Is that broken out? Yes, it has. 385. Although, so I was looking at that, I thought that was a breakout, but looking, it's only the recent. This is why advanced charts has its limitations, because it had broken out of a price range, but it wasn't this resistance, which is I think 4s or just under 4s. Yeah, just under 4s. I couldn't see that on this. So it looked like it was a breakout in price because it had ticked over 3.85, but it wasn't a breakout of the overall price, which is what I would have been long on. So yeah, saved myself there by taking that position, although it is finding resistance there. So it's another possibility. 10 minutes to go. So this could be some bearishness coming to this. So it would be a break lower of 3.1, the short potentially. Of course, if that coincides with a break higher of this, of I guess 3.9, 3.95, that could be interesting. Oh, hang on, did I see 3.2? 3.1. Ugh, shit! It's all going on at once. Come on, concentrate. Concentrate, mate. Alright, I'm going to go in bullish on this. Remember that, 3.1. 3.85. Did steer the tick on that, but obviously not the greatest of profits. Just out the corner of my eye, I'm just trying to keep an eye on what this is doing, and also what's going on with this one. Might have preempted that a little bit too much because this is starting to drift now. Still overall bullish, but you know, I kind of bought into that resistance, whereas buying off support would have been better. But no, this is, I'm okay to maintain for now at least. It's just going back into its lows, so if that bounces off its lows, it could attack the highs again. Okay, cool. So 6 minutes 50 to go on that. I'm gonna green up and move on, which is when, this is the point here when other traders are typically coming into the market, but I don't do that well when I do that. So let's have a look at the P&L. Okay, that's still waiting to close off. But these are the exact type of trades that that I want to be doing going forward. Just compounding, starting to increase gradually the amount that I use. Obviously, the first trade today wasn't the best example, but the ones since then have been the exact type of approach that I'm looking for. So happy with that. So the next one here is see, this is another one with the time. It's just, this is 11 minutes to go. 13 gram match, not great. Oof, look at that. It's thin as a bloody, I don't know, piece of thread. This is just very thin market. So a few warning signs here for me, really. Thin market, less time that I'd like till the off. A lot of vig in this book. wouldn't make sense to trade. So I'm gonna just see if my time's spent better elsewhere. Oh, okay. So 27 grand match, 25 minutes to the off, tight book, dealing with sevens as the favourite. A lot of consolidation across the board on all of these. So my immediate thought goes to making markets potentially, so just backing and laying. Of course, if there's enough money coming through to make that viable. This one looks like it's punched a bit higher. I might let this one just simmer for a little bit before participating. So just looking off screen again now, just for a few moments. So, still very thin. When's the next one after this? 10 minutes. Oh, okay, the spacing is a bit more regular after this one. Good. Good. C'est magnifique. So let's just have a peek at what's going on. So consolidating here, 7.8 as a high. You know, I'd be partial if this was a more liquid market. I'd be partial just to make a market on that. So just go in on both the back and the lay at the same time. Which, you know, there's just not enough money coming through at the moment to try that though. This one here going into a support at 10.5. You can see that based on the advanced chart. This here also the ladder, you can see. So yeah, sometimes if I have trouble confirming what a number of support resistance might be, just look for as many just try and figure it out from it, you know, the different tools that you have at disposal. So you can see it visually on a chart, you can see it more accurately on the advanced chart, but you can't see historic price action. And then you can also see it in the ladder as well. In terms of this, you can see the most recently matched amount. And when it's pink, it means it's been recently matched, or as it's orange, it's historically matched. And you know, it's not. No, there's one. There's a bit of pink, so that means it's been a bit. This one here has been matched recently, or was matched recently. So, bit of a waiting game. Just trying to not do anything stupid. 21 minutes, 45 seconds to the off. 30 grand match. It's picking up actually. It's picking up. Doesn't feel it yet, but it might be quite a big field. Whoa, Jesus, yeah. So yeah, there's more money coming through, but it's spread over a very big field. I don't know. Well, bloody hell, I've got to scroll to do this. Must be about 20 odd, 21 selections there. So yeah, with these odds being quite high, it means there's no one clear, you know, favourite. Look, there's 5 grand match on that, 4.5 on that, 3. So the money's been spread across the board, it looks, or at least through the top few selections, which doesn't help because you want to see the money coming in on us, you know, one or more selection, because it makes it tradable. bit more money coming in there. Again, this is continue to consolidate across the board on most of these. This money's making me a bit more partial to potentially making a market. But not enough to sway me just yet. Let's just have a reorder just in case anything's moved. £32,000, 19 minutes. It's just so thin. There's things that I'm just inclined to do here. I'm just having to just double think, and doesn't make sense. But just because it's so thin, like just for example, just I guess what laying at 10.5 here, but then it's just double digit figures on the book here. Need more money, loads of money. 17 minutes 40 seconds until the off. Let's just see when the next one after this is. Okay, 10 minutes apart. Yeah, this is the bit where it gets, this is the reality of it. It can be boring for some people, just waiting for something to happen. Okay, that's breaking out 7.8. So it's breaking its previous highs there. Not too confident trying to go long on that just yet. I mean, this has broken its lows as well. So these look like they're correlated. Inversely correlated. This breaking higher, excuse me, is correlating to this breaking lower. At least, for that last tick. Not ready to jump on board just yet. 11s. That is pushing out higher. All right. Just seeing this this side of the books is starting to push a bit higher. I mean, the logical thing would be, to potentially jump on this as a breakout. Right, let's put something in there. What do I want as a number? 7.8. Okay, so I got some skin in the game. Put in something a bit lower as well. Oh, quite near the front of the queue on that one, so I'm going to try and add to this here. while simultaneously getting filled on that one, which worked. So got a tick out of that. Got a decent Q position on this one should the price pull back. So this has started to be a bit more bullish. So it's broken its resistance. It's breaking to make new highs, potentially. And in doing so, there could be some reversion to the mean. And I'm right at the front of that queue should that happen. But, you know, just might not happen. This one is still of interest to potentially short. We've got 10s as a reference point, so break lower of 10s. Just see how it's edging higher. So definitely bullish on this, but don't want to overpay for it. So, right, how long have I got? 13 minutes. Yes, now it's moving. All right, might see a break lower on something else. Nothing yet. You can just see how these lows are getting higher and the highs are getting higher as well, which is characteristic of an uptrend. Some people define it like that: higher highs, higher lows. Downtrend is the inverse of that: lower lows, lower highs. Oh, it's really shifting now, but I haven't got any skin in the game on that. I mean, I've got a tick out of it. So it's pulled away, made new highs, and now pulling back, which viably could be a retrace. Oh, this is just about to break support. All right, let me put something a bit more aggressive in on this. So I'm anticipating that this could continue with its bullishness, and it's just come as a retrace, a pullback, before potentially moving much higher, or at least to encounter its previous highs. So I've put a more aggressive trade in there, so it's closer to where the money is on the touch. Well, that's just broken its support, isn't it? Let's. Oh god, multiple positions. Multiple positions, mate. Oh, shizer. Right, let's focus. So take that out, don't want to increase that risk. So £5 on this. Okay. Question I've got to ask myself is, do I think this, or in this position at least, that this is going to come back potentially to its lows? I think there's a good chance. This bullishness here could help this move back in lower. And it's gone into its previous lows here. So what was previous support can often turn into resistance, which is what we're seeing at the moment. So there's scope for at least it to potentially move back down, but it's a bit of a sticky one to manage because I was concentrating on both at the same time. So doubling the risk and halving the attention. And it's still, I mean, still not out of the woods on this one yet. Still waiting for this to get filled. 9 minutes 55 seconds to the off. So I've got filled on that one. Let me just green that. Oh shit, what did I do there? Oh, it's because it was already... Alright, not a problem, not a problem. Let's focus on this one. So I need to just manage this position. So are we going to see some bearishness return to this? Yeah, I think I've confused myself a little bit with the multiple positions because this here isn't the... Yeah, just concentrate. What's going on? That is resistance, that's coming to support. £5 net on this. So I'm using this as my reference now. So this is going to be my net position once, you know, equalizing the profit or loss across. So this is seeing some sharp movements up. Should see this potentially move down again. Could see this potentially move down again. Minutes to the off. Eight seems to be the support on this. So could see that move and attack these highs again. Still, I mean, still very bearish on this overall. It's just at the moment time ticking down. Kind of lost track a bit on some of the positions. I prefer to be flat on this as soon as possible. It's moving out again. Come on, let's see this move in a bit. It's a bit of a balancing out between being patient and being a bit confused with how the position went. Come on. As if that's going to do anything. So why isn't that showing my position in the queue? I wonder. That's odd. Normally it shows up. Oh well, alright. Maybe it's because it's a round number. Don't know. Alright, what's happening here? 6 minutes. Can I potentially add to that? Would that be smart? No. No, it would not. Really? So I'm just thinking about what my position says now about what the price has to do. It's been consolidating for a while here, so basically for me to get filled, it would need to break that support. It's not breaking to make new all-time lows, but it would need to break that support, which has been quite a strong level of consolidation. This overall has been, you know, relatively bearish, so I've still got a bias to that, but you know, this is held tight for a very long period of time. So I mean, my options are obviously just to move it up and potentially get filled at a lower amount. I can't see where I'm in this queue for some reason. It rarely does that. 5 minutes
This
to the
event
off.
will start in 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Let's move it up a tick. Let's just play a bit defense. I think this should take me to break. No, it's not going to take me to break even, is it? Oh, it might do from the profit made on that, just under. If I can get out at this level. This bullishness could help. Oof. Big chunk of money looks like it came into the market there and has moved everything. So one reason why not can't be too complacent. If something's just been consolidating, doesn't mean it's going to do it forever. But at the same time, don't want to just have any knee-jerk reactions. So let's just see if we can get some reversion to the mean. But yeah, this is one of the things of holding it in. Those bigger jumps like you just saw don't happen as frequently when you're further out from the start. So yeah, those are erratic moves. Not something we really often need to deal with. What is that low? 3 point, no, what? 12, 3.5. That should be my reference now. How long? 3 minutes. Right. Just looking at this, seeing what the support has been. So I'm just going to try to get out of support here. There we go, and red up. So 40p loss overall. Yeah, no, I mean, could have handled it better. Could have handled it worse. Just take it on the chin and move on. Next one. So faffing around with that one does give me a little less time on this one though. So this is decent. 12 minutes off though. 108 grand, which is decent. Tight book. Favourites, odds on. Drifted in recent price action, coming to its previous highs there. Struggling to move much higher. It's about what was that, 1.96. So breaks higher than that might be of interest. Second favourite looks like it's coming in. So certainly breaks higher on that. Could correlate to this moving lower. Let's see what the lows on this have been. Somewhere between 6.2. So that's probably this one, 6.6. Less time to work with, but let's see what we can do. Bearish on this, I would say. Bullish on this. Let's ease off a bit. What was that? 6 point. These bloody odds. Why does it do that? Let's go with an aggressive one. Let's get rid of that completely. And so anticipating this could break lower, but viably just meet support. I'll take another one at that level. So £15 net position overall, 20 now. It's about as high as I'd go. Seeing this move lower now. Still bearish on this overall. There has been some pullback, but it's not unwarranted to maintain my bearishness on this, because it does feel like it's just a pullback rather than a reversal. But still, just need to be, pay attention to what's going on. I want to see that, that break in twos would certainly help this. Very inversely related at the moment, these two. This bullishness is correlating to this bearishness. But can I make money from that? That is the question. Deeper pullbacks now, verging on potential reversal. So 7.275. So my area of resistance I'm looking at here is now 2.72, which you can see from the charts as well as this level here, where the prices failed to move higher than. So that's the premise of holding these positions. In if that holds, we could see it, move back lower. If it doesn't hold though, that could be a problematic. And what's the support here? So support here is 1.91. So moves lower than that could be problematic. Some retracing now, so it's likely to come in, which it has. How heavy is this position? It's all right. Consider taking out some money there. Well, let's see if I can maximize this. Strong moves now, so that should see this move in a bit more. Seven minutes. Bit of yo-yoing going on here, but still feel there's at least context to hold on to this short for now. Oof, hang on, let's move this. Let's break in twos. I'm just seeing, so just anticipate this could see a sharp fall just as that's gone into twos. Got a bit of wiggle room, so just see how that plays out. But yeah, it's just trying to maximize profit. The way this is just breaking its resistance and moving past those twos, I'd anticipate, sharp move upwards would correlate to a sharp move downwards in this one because of their correlations. So it's teetering around that 2 mark there. Let's see if that helps push this down. If that does continue, oh no, it's reversing. Still feels like a pullback. Definitely seeing some of this profit evaporate, but I'm gonna just.
This event will start in 5 minutes.
Hold on.
5 minutes.
Because just a bit of a knee-jerk reaction. I'm gonna put that there. I'm happy with that. That's fine. So got some green on that, and on to the next. On to the next one. Where's Guardian? Where are I? Oh, the next one's 15 grand. 15 minutes to go. 15 grand. Not great liquidity. So, just having a quick look off screen here. Hmm. 42. 20. Yeah, I think we're just over break even. So just a quick look over stuff that's settled. So made a loss firstly of £1, then a 42p profit, then a 9p profit, 15p profit, 59p profit, 19p profit. Still waiting on some stuff to settle. So should be 40. Oh, hang on, that's potential 40p loss, and then an 18p profit. Yeah, so it's about 20p up on the day. I think something's missing in there, but yeah, I mean, it's just it's above break even, but you know, let's have a look here. So we've got 12 minutes to off. 17 grand matched. Favorite twos drifted, consolidated near its lows, it looks like. Oh, what's happened there? It dropped to 1. That must be a glitch. That must be a glitch. This spike here, data spikes, they happen. Yeah, so yeah, I think there must have been something in the API that maybe dropped out, causing this data spike around the same time on each of the selections. So we'll ignore that. Yeah, what can I see as a trade here? 12 minutes. Nothing's really screaming at me. And these markets, they're quite thin. Yeah, it might make sense to move on. Let's just see what the next one gives me in terms of opportunity. One of these fucking charts. Alright. Might have to skip that one. And look at the next one. God, these are big fields.
This event has been suspended.
26 minutes out. High quality race. Can just see how red these are. So bolder reds just means there's more data points. So this is quite a way out. But because of the liquidity or the volume matched, it means that it might be more viable to make markets on further out. So we've got favourite at 4s. Well, what's going on with this? It's kind of come in, it's hit its highs, and it's coming in to attack its previous lows again. I guess around 4s. Yeah, 4s, this level here. So I guess bounces off of that or breaks of 4s might be of interest. There's a lot of money at 4s, or even, you know, above this level. So there's a lot for it to get through. So this area could be, you know, reasonable support. Seeing it bounce, or more importantly correlate to other things breaking lows. Got second favorite here at 8s at its resistance. It's drifted and it's at its resistance where it was previous lows and highs, so it's having a struggle getting through that. 8.2 is the level, in fact. It's its resistance. And this one here, I think that's 8s. It's just finding support where it's at the moment at its lows. struggling to move lower. Could be potentially breaking that or attacking these highs. So 24 minutes to go. Just had a quick reorder there. What can I see as an opportunity? 8.2. So what I'm doing, I'm anticipating that this market could be quite stagnant for at least the next few moments, and just there's money coming through, so I'm just trying to take out a tick in anticipation that, you know, just basically make a market. So see if I get filled on this. Same kind of things going on here. It's viable to make a, you know, potentially make a market. Just take the back and lay. Although, yeah, I'd have a bearish bias to that. So danger zone in that I've got two positions, two potential positions on two different selections, or three potential positions on two selections. Reasonably good position in the queue here. See, this money's building up here. Could even be a breakout. Very thin on this side. Alright, just take it while it's there. So there's, you know, there's not a whole bunch of money to go through on here, so I'm going to be relatively near the front of the queue. So I'll stick to the plan, not anticipating, although there's money building up here, not anticipating a break. Got filled on this one now. So just focusing on focusing on this one. So you can see you've got decent queue position on this one as well. Even though, you know, there's more cash coming in, you need to be careful because this is thinning out, so it could be moving down for a break. Oh, 63 quid to be matched, so very near the front of the queue, but there's a good chance it might just move off on me. So what do you want to do? So yeah, again, great queue position, but it's not being matched. It did break support, didn't it? Oh, okay, so that's helpful. Oh no, it's gone though. This, I mean, I have to look at the evidence here. It's breaking support. It's breaking its lows, which is a bearish sign. Even though I'm right at the front of that queue, and, you know, probably got matched there. Just got to err on the side of caution because that could have easily been a breakout, and I've just been hoping that it falls back into 4.3 to get matched. So I would have probably got matched on that, but I didn't know that. I'm not a bloody psychic, so for that reason, just played a bit of defense. So, but yeah, that gives a bit more reason to be bearish on this. These two are going to be a bit of a roadblock. Some money coming in now. Could be a decent bearish sign. Might just look for anything else that might be moving out. Still 20. You know, there's been a lot of action, really. I mean, with, you know, 20 minutes. Wait a minute. 20 minutes to go. It's been a lot of tradability. So, although I don't feel this is, at least for the next 4 or 5 minutes, likely to break, there could be a good chance of some consolidation. So, hence I've entered a new position here, right at the front of that queue, but still not getting matched. Going to preempt that just so I've got queue position on this. Can be a risky game doing that, preempting. But yeah, okay, so it turned out all right. So I've got a tick on it. Might try it again. This is slowly edging in. It's a gentle steamer, a simmer if you like. It's gently creeping in, breaking new lows. So I mean, one way that you could do that is just look for the bigger move, enter up here and just hold on. But yeah, I prefer to take it tick by tick because stuff can change, and the longer that you're in the market, the more risk you're susceptible to. So made some green on this, made some green on another one. I think this one here. 17 minutes to the off. Loads of time to the off, but stuff might be getting a bit more volatile. Amazing amount of money matched, 350 grand odd matched with still 17 minutes to the off, so obviously a very high quality race. And the reason I don't want to in this instance, because there's some bearish intent. You can see that was almost down to zero. I've got bearish intent on this, so I've got this in here, and if I put this in the market now to lay and it gets matched, it means it will move off of me, and my position is saying I'm long. So that's why I was saying preempting that closing trade can be a bit dangerous, because one might get matched before the other. So this is still creeping in. Haven't seen any bullish moves elsewhere. Nothing's obvious anyway. Right at the back of this. Oh well, okay, there's more money come through. Alright, cool. Matched on that. Stolen another couple of ticks on that. Right, so it's 33. Still 16 minutes to go. Yeah, I don't really want to go behind that amount there. Just waiting to see what happens if or when this amount here gets matched, or if it moves off. See if these positions might be worth holding. I mean, it's still a very long time, in relative terms, till the off. This is when I typically might be coming into a race. So let's just see what happens. Got to be careful as well, because I am jeopardizing gains already made. It's moving off, breaking those lows. 4.1. Yeah. No, actually, no, it hasn't broken it. So you can see the money building up, which is giving some intention to this, moving lower and breaking that support. But it hasn't done it just yet, but there's some signs that could be the case. These positions aren't as valid as they were previously, because I'm outside the money and there's lots of money in front of me and not much money. I'm at the back of these queues as well, and there's nothing else behind it. So this is a sneaky steamer as well. We don't want two steamers. We want one steamer and one drifting. Well, you know what? I think I'm gonna be happy with that. And that's a cool shortcut I learnt as well. X cancels all the orders on the right side, and then Z, all of them on the left. So it's a cool shortcut if you're unaware of it. But what I'll do, this is moving off now, but I will call that a day. Just have I greened up on this? No, green up on this. So I feel like I'm back on track now, using bigger stakes than I was, just trading more responsibly. Obviously been a couple of losses today that has brought down the strike rate and profitability, but all in all, I'm happy with the approach that I've had today. So it's been, let me just see. So it was a £1 loss, 42p profit, 9p profit, 15p profit, 59p profit, 19p profit, 42p loss, and still to settle is an 18p profit, and whatever this is, 30, let's call it 32, err on the side of caution. So that'll be 50p profit. So 52p profit on the day. I might take some more positions after filming as well, just to have a bit of a break. But yeah, feel back on track. So I will be here as long as there's decent racing on tomorrow. I will be back on streaming on Twitch. So it's just Mr. Exchange Trader on Twitch, and then uploaded same day to YouTube. So if you found this useful and you're on YouTube, feel free to give it a like and follow along as well for more just like it. But until I'm back again, I will see you later, and have a great day.